morning, everyone. So today we are getting this Blue Point juniper taken out the pot, and I'm putting it over there. So let's get started. I actually have two of them, this one and the other one over there. Can you see it? Right over there. And I also have the blue shield. It's almost like a coleus, but it's not. I may take this out. I don't know where I'm gonna put it yet, but I'm gonna take it out. So let's get started. So we're gonna get it put in here. So I'm gonna dig this up. We had our hibiscus. If you saw my last video, you know the hibiscus was in here. So I'm getting it placed here. So it'll be growing right here. We'll see how it does. So for some reason, I thought this juniper was going to come out a lot easier. As you can see, I am struggling to get it out. And you know, with large containers and dirt, it makes it pretty heavy. So this was a struggle to get out. And the video is fast forward, so it looks a lot more rough. But I'm trying to be super gentle with it as well. And that's why it's taken so long for me to get it out as well. So in the end, I decided to just wiggle it, roll it, pretty much trying to get it over to the new location I'm trying to put it in so I can actually dump it out. What I don't want to do is dump all the soil in the hole because this is actually potting soil, not potting soil, yeah, potting soil, container soil, and the container soil is not designed to go in the ground because it can actually make it soggy, I think. But I know you're not supposed to put the container soil in ground and in ground soil in containers, so I'm trying to avoid that. So I thought the roots were actually root bound to the container, why it was being so difficult. I think it was more because the soil got compacted, so I was trying to loosen it up, and the roots wasn't actually weren't compacted at all. It was just difficult to get out with the soil being compacted. Some of the roots were actually getting attached to the container, so I'm trying to slowly ease it away from the container because I didn't want the roots to get damaged and not survive in their new homes. I'm trying to get as much, well, trying to get all of the roots and not damage the roots. So this is why I'm going so slow. So I added some plantain to the roots to help with the. I don't have any more biotone, and I heard plantain can work the same as biotone, so I had that on hand. So I added that, and this was a workout, guys. Do you see my little arms? You're getting some muscles. Gardening is exercise. Don't let anyone tell you that you're not working out if you're a gardener. It's a lot of work. And for those of you asking what kind of soil I have, it's sand. I don't even have dirt. It's sand. I'm literally planting flowers in sand, guys. So all the plants that you've seen in my garden, if you have sandy soil, they grow in sand. I just started adding compost. I just added it for the first time, I think like 6 months ago, to the top. It was all the black stuff up here. That's what that is. I just added to the top. So I'm trying to amend my soil to give them more nutrients, pretty much. And I'm digging slowly because I have pipes underground and I'm not sure if there's any here, so I'm just going super slow just to make sure I hit any pipes. I don't think there's any here though, because I dug here before and I don't think it's in this direction. But we still gotta be careful. But yep, look. Literally sand. Planting in sand. So I'm just gonna add some plantain to my sand. And this will help the roots of the plant. It's normally biotone, but my biotone is done. And I heard you can use plantain as well. So kind of biotone. So now we're gonna do this Blue Point Juniper. I got that one out already and planted over there. Oh, and there's some bees close by. I'm gonna show the bee. They're all on this salvia here. They're busy working, so I'm just trying to be careful and not disrupt them. All right, so let me go ahead and try and get this out. Hopefully I get it done a lot easier than I did the first one. And excuse my hard water from the sprinkler. I did have a bush there and I cut it back, so now it's revealed. So now I'm going to put more stuff there to hide it. I still haven't tried scrubbing it off yet, but the sprinkler keeps hitting it. So I'm like, oh, is it even worth trying to get it off? But I'm going to eventually scrub it off and probably repaint it. We'll see. So right now I'm actually getting the Persian shield that I had in the containers in ground, and I learned my lesson this time. I'm going to just go ahead and move the pot instead of fighting to get it out the container. And here I am looking for snakes. I have garden snakes, and I'm a bit too close for someone who's afraid of snakes. So if there was a snake there, I don't think that would have been a smart idea. So I read somewhere that these do not like, the junipers, they don't like to be too wet. They prefer dry soil, and this is why you see this is mostly on the dry side. I try not to water them as frequently, and I actually had this on the incline, so the water will tilt forward, so my animals right here will get more watering. Probably another reason why they didn't do too good. The animals in here didn't do too good because this probably suck all the water out. But it seemed to be liking the not too much water condition that it was getting. So we learned our lesson with the first one, so I'm going to dump it out to make it easier to get out. I don't want too much dirt in the hole because it's potting soil and it would actually clog the roots. So I was trying to get it out the way I was trying to get it out, but oh well. We'll do what we can. roots are pretty, they went to the bottom, oh my gosh, a bit. So let me continue working on getting this out. I just dump the dirt out. Like I said, I wasn't trying to get too much potting soil in there. And I meant to get it deeper because it looks a bit high up. Let's see. What's this green thing on the dirt? I didn't want to know it's from that, but I think it's too late. It's all the way in the root ball. So the green thing I was referring to was, I don't know, it looked a bit moldy. It was in the roots itself. The plant seemed to be fine, so I'm going to plant it, and if it doesn't survive, then I know that's what the reason why, but I'm not sure what the green thing in the roots was. And that's what it's looking like. So it's actually 1 week later, and this is the Blue Point Juniper. It seems to be doing pretty fine. I still have to come in and compost it. And color me blind, but this looked like new shoots right here. I remember this being there. I'm going to have to compare it to the last video, but it seems to be doing good. I will show you the other juniper, but before I do that, let me show you the hydrangeas. I need to come in and cut the brown petals back. I haven't done so yet, so I need to come in and do that. Here you go, the other one. I believe they've all taken well to their new home. They seem to be doing fine. In fact, I got some new leaves coming out, new buds right there. So that's good. Everyone's looking healthy and happy. And this is the hydrangea over here. Let me go on the other side. Look how happy she is. Look at this, guys. I have a beautiful hydrangea. I'm so in love. And the leaves aren't withered or anything. In fact, I see some green coming in, so they were definitely ready to go in the ground. So proud of it. And it's actually standing up. It's not laying on the ground like it was before, so it has sunlight, so it's doing a lot better here. I'll keep an eye on it. We'll see next year when we get the hot summer months again. And this is the bigger little lime here. If you saw my last video, this is a week progress. Let me see if I can get it to focus. There we go. So it's going to be blooming as the other one. It's bright sun, so you can barely see it. So let me show you the juniper, which is across over here. I believe we have new, let me go on this side. I don't know, guys, but I definitely do think we have some new growth right there. It's a bit sunny, so you can barely see it, but there it is, and it's new home. So I'm really liking it, and it's doing well. So stay tuned for the next video. I've actually planted some more things, and you can see a sneak peek. We already have a pumpkin there ready, but there are some new plants in the garden, so I'm not showing you the full garden right now. But stay tuned for the next video and you'll see what I planted.